All right, and we're back. Now it's going to be level 2. You've seen maybe level 1, piece of cake. You got the idea. Hopefully that's the case. If not, make sure you ask some questions in class. But now we're going to go to level 2. Same thing, solving polynomial equations in factored form. This time we have to do an extra piece here. We need to figure out and say, wait a minute, I don't see a binomial or a monomial times a binomial or any kind of polynomial other than this binomial here, and I need to figure out, nothing's being multiplied, so what can I do? Maybe you feel like this guy, and you just have no idea how to do it. So, Montel, hit it.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La, 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 la.
That's good for now. All right, so let's take a look. Let me move this guy out of the way. If I have this problem here, I need to figure out just this term alone, right? Just this 6x squared alone. What does that break up to? Well, I could easily say that that's, let's see, 2 times 3 times x times x. Those are all the factors of this term here. Now, if I take a look at this other term, this second term, negative 15x, I could possibly say that that's negative 5 times 3 times x. And then I ask myself, what do they have in common? What is going to be the common factor? Since these are all the factors, what do they have in common? So you could see that, 3, they both have a 3, and they both have an x. So guess what? 3x, that's what they both share. That's what I can divide out of both of those. So I'm going to divide out a 3x, and that's going to leave me with whatever is left over. So I can see that on this first term, a 2 and an x is left over. I'll write 2x. And on the second term, the negative 5 is left over. And so that's what I write there. Okay, and that'll still equal 0. Now this should look like the previous questions that we had before. So I can see now that I'm going to set this one equal to 0. When will 3 times what number gives me 0? Well, you can say that's 0. That's one answer. And when will this second one equal 0? So this one needs 2 steps to do that. If you follow the video before, it's quick and easy. You add your constant to both sides first to isolate your variable, and then you divide by 2, and you find out that x is equal to 5/2. And so that's how you figure out that problem. Okay? On this next one, I'm just going to not talk. I'm just going to go ahead and try it out. Go ahead and pause the video if you like and try that out. Try it all by yourself and see if you can come up with the same answers as we come up with, or I come up with. And let's see if we can figure this out together. All right, let's try if I can get it done in the same time the song is going on.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La, 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 la. This is how we do it.
I better pause it there. It gets a little bit inappropriate. So here we go. 3m, 3m. That's what they have in common. So guess what? Actually, they have more than that. Whoa, Mr. Ramos. Woo, 2m's. Woo, almost missed that one. So here we go. 3m squared. That's what they have in common. What did they not have in common? What was left over? Well, 3m squared. And over here, a negative. There's nothing else, so I'm just going to put negative 1. All right. And so I can split these up. I say, when will this equal 0? You'll find out that m equals, well, let's see. You divide both sides by 3. That gives you 0. You square root that. It's still 0. And then when will this equal 0? Well, now I'm giving you a more challenging question, but I think you can handle it. I add 1 to both sides. Sure. I divide both sides by 3. Sure. And then I have to square root. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we'll just leave it for right now. Square root of 1/3, although that's not rationalized. That's not exactly how I want to end it. But if you can get to this point, I'm pretty happy about that so far. Okay. So hopefully that video has helped break that up a little bit. Feel free to watch it over again. Change from this guy to that guy, hopefully.